Rain Accords, it's Ellie, and wow, wow, wow. First of all, yeah, I cut my hair. So that's a thing. But so I'm just sitting here scrolling through my Facebook feed, and like I've been seeing a little bit about like Jay Morrison, Grant Cardone, like their funds kind of like going in the poops. I thought it was just those things, but I knew with Grant he had closed down two of his businesses, I believe, and he had laid off over 80 employees and stuff. So like, yeah, it's a bear. Can you be quiet, please? And so I already knew like he was getting hit, but I did not think that this guy was going bankrupt. Like his private jet is for sale. He's selling his condo and he's selling his over 8,000 units right now for like I forgot exactly the figure he said. I think it's like a billion and a half or something. It's something like that or more. And so he's gonna be selling those for like 10 cents on the dollar. And I'm like, my guy, what happened? Because like I understand, like I totally understand, like everybody's getting hit right now. It's like one of those things where MJ, it's one of those things where nobody expected to face. Nobody thought that this would happen, especially in the beginning of 2020. Like everybody's getting ready for this year. Like, yeah, we're gonna make so much money this year. And Grant Cardone, he's the 10X guy. Like he's the guy to be saying all the stuff like this. So I'm gonna play this little recording for you guys. It's about a minute long. Y'all, this is crazy. Like if somebody had transcripted this and just like put it in an article or something, I'd be like, they're lying. But this is Grant himself. Like I'm not gonna, well, I guess I could show the video, but let me hold on a second. Turn my brightness down. Like this is really crazy. I just watched his interview with Logan Paul, and he over here telling him don't hold any cash, and I'm like, this is the reason why you need to hold some cash, at least some cash. Like I don't know, man. Because, like, I guess I'd feel better about it if he had gone bankrupt and at least paid his employees a certain amount. Because, like, you're affecting other people's lives at that point. But anyway, let's get into this video. Turn this volume up.
Alright, so, again, everybody's asking me about my haircut. This is actually not a haircut.
He never referenced the haircut.
We're going to tell you more about what happened later. I think it's gonna actually touch a few people. Some of you are gonna be touched. Some of you are gonna be inspired. Some of you ain't gonna give a shit. You're gonna be like, I'm glad that shit happened to you. I'm glad that shit happened to you. Okay. Now, on the rumors of my bankruptcy that is soon to happen, yes, it's true. Okay. I'm losing the plane, the condo, all the apartments, 8,000 units. Okay. All of it's going back to the bank. So if you guys want to get it before it goes back to the bank, call me. The Gulfstream 2017 Gulfstream 550, brand new. It's about $50 million. You could probably pick that thing up today for, I don't know,
6.5,
$7 or $8 million bucks. Probably have somebody can probably buy that for nothing. Okay, Alex Martin, you could probably get it for $8 million. My condo down the street, you could probably pick that up for $2 or $3 million bucks today. The real estate, there's 8,000 units, $1.5 billion worth of real
10
estate.
10 cents on the dollar.
You could probably buy that for 10 cents on the dollar. Okay, so pick it all up, guys. And if you know a good bankruptcy lawyer that could protect me from going to prison, and particularly because I don't want to be on American Greed, man, I appreciate it. Just send me a link. I love you guys. God bless you guys. Be great. And hey, look, I'm pulling for you even when I go down, okay? I'm going down. I still be the talk of the town, motherfuckers.
This is
Hey,
weird.
see you guys tomorrow, by the way. See you guys tomorrow. I mean, Friday. Don't forget, Friday. Friday. What am I saying, Friday?
Live training?
Live training.
Training
How to
for
get
what?
that stimulus money. Okay, that might be the only thing that keeps me out of prison.
This guy. What?
All right, so again,
The heck?
everybody's asking me about my haircut.
Okay, I didn't watch that last part. I didn't know that that existed until I played it for you guys. What is up with this guy? I don't want to be like he's a narcissist, but that was pretty narcissistic for him to say. All that was just weird. Like, I understand there's pretty much nothing he can do in this situation besides go into bankruptcy, but like the way he's talking about it is just like weird. And the Instagram, what's up with Instagram Live? The Instagram live stream that Jay Morrison did, it just had me feel weird because like I've seen Jay Morrison talk. I've seen him give his like motivational speeches and whatnot, and I ain't never seen that type of energy nowhere. Like it was almost like he was like panicking, and it's just weird. It's really weird. It's really weird. I don't know what else to say. Like a lot of people had called them scams anyway when it came to like their funds and stuff. But like I didn't think that Grant's other businesses weren't doing well. It seems to be, at least according to what I'm observing, what other people are saying, and how everything is going, that the main way that he was able to basically produce income was from him doing events and from him selling things that may not have been real estate, or producing income from things other than his businesses in real estate, like his personal brand and like him having followers and stuff. Because I'm thinking like, okay, this guy has millions of followers, he has millions of dedicated fans and all this stuff. Is he gonna do like a GoFundMe? Like he asked somebody to recommend a lawyer to keep him out of prison. Like I'm hoping that that was sarcasm, but like he's working with billions of dollars worth of real estate. I don't know if it was a jokey joke. I don't know. I didn't do too much research on Jay Morrison. I'm just hoping that it's not. I mean, it's definitely not as bad as Grant Cardone. I don't think he had billions of dollars worth of real estate to handle, and I don't think he had a private jet. So I already know, like, it's basically, he's kind of like the black version of Grant Cardone right now. Not in the same exact way, but, you know, like, I know people who have worked with Jay Morrison or were in the process of working with Jay Morrison. I think what he's doing, at least for the black community, is a good thing in general. But I don't think that this is a good look for him. And like I said, like I know like people weren't expecting anything like this to happen. Of course nobody expected for the entire world to go into a pandemic and for the government to shut down and everything. That's never happened before in American history or world history. So of course no one expected this to happen. But like it's April, okay? Things started locking down probably sometime last month in March. We no one would expect guys of this level to be panicking right now. These are supposed to be the guys who are able to inspire us, to keep us going, to show us like, hey, this is how I manage my investments. This is how you can prevent yourself from happening from something like this again. Or like we should be learning from, I mean, I guess we're going to be learning from their failures, because like that's all that's happening right now. We see how, I mean, Gary Vee said something similar to this, like the pandemic will be exposing a lot of people. And the thing is, I'm extremely transparent. So for myself personally, I had started a mastermind to show people how I was starting my wholesale business and how I wanted it to be structured, and how we were successful in closing only one deal. But had that company been able to sustain doing that for a year, 2 years, 3 years, we'd be a consistent six-figure business, which is why I started the mastermind. I want to surround myself with people who want to do that with me. I'm building my business back up from ground zero right now. And, you know, for real estate is actually going to be pretty good for people like me. So I was just kind of lucky that my 2-year non-disclosure agreement ended around this time. It ended sometime last year, but I'm getting things back picked up now. So I'm going to be learning from my mentor. I'm in his mastermind group, and I'm studying his course right now. And so, like, it just seems like the little guy is going to win right now. These big guys, I don't know what the deal is. Like, being in real estate, it's odd. It's just kind of like implanted in my brain to feel like you need cash anyway, because you want to buy properties when situations like this happen. So if you're only using credit, you're only using debt, I don't think that really makes sense when if you don't have anything saved up. Maybe you don't have things all the way like in a savings account. Maybe that's not the case, but maybe it's something like you have a whole life insurance policy that you have cash reserves in, or you have certain types of savings accounts that aren't affected too much by, not inflation, everything's affected by inflation, by you know, like how 401k goes up and down on the markets. It's not dependent on the markets. It's just your money sitting there in some sort of protected way. I just feel like that's just what it is for real estate people. I didn't think that they were so brand heavy, and especially like taking other people's money and investing it. I feel like that's where you should have the most security. Like you have all these employees and you have all this stuff going on. You should have some money saved up. I don't know. That's my opinion on it. I'm not in their shoes, and I'm glad I'm not. I say stick with small business. I'm not saying I will never have a large corporation, but I think that working with 100 people or less is just smart for me personally. And I think it would have been smarter for them to stick with that instead of making these big corporations and making a huge name for themselves when they weren't prepared properly for anything. Like you have to be prepared for anything when you run your own business, and they were not. And it's just kind of sad. It really is sad. Like I'm not gonna say I don't feel bad for them. I I don't know how to feel about it. Like man, it's more than just reputation right now. They're losing reputation and business. Like you can mess up and be like a crappy person for a while and then bounce back. But when you're a crappy person and you do bad business dealings worth millions, possibly billions of dollars, like I don't know, man. I don't know. My mentor's telling us how he had messed up last year and he messed around with like 900. What did he say? 900,000? I'm hoping he said 900,000 and not 900 million. I'm hoping it was thousand. The how he messed up. Say hey, MJ. Say hey.
Hi, baby.
How he messed up with $900,000 last year with his investors. So I guess it's like necessary to mess up, but like messing up in your business is one thing. I don't know. It's a pandemic, so I guess they will get a pass. It's not from me. It's just from the market and everything. We'll see how things go in the next like 5 years. Especially like after the election, we see who gives the most breaks to people who ran big corporations and all this type of stuff. So a lot of people thinking that Trump's going to win again this year since Bernie dropped out. It's basically like 2016 all over again when Hillary was running. So, I mean, we'll see. This is so interesting. Like, this whole thing is interesting, man. But I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, Rainicorns.